are here. I know that we already have our Vice President, Mrs. Frida, and then thank you all. Hello, welcome. Just want to give a few minutes. Maybe we'll start by 5:05 on the dot because we actually have a sizable number of people on Instagram, and over here too, our numbers are increasing. Welcome if you're just joining in. Hi everyone on Instagram. Hello. You're welcome. You're welcome. Someone on Instagram is asking what it's about. It's our Idan info session, and I will share more information with you on that. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, just one more minute to have other people join us. Thank you all for joining in. We are going to have a very, very informative session, and I'm super excited. Okay, our president is here. Welcome. She has joined in on Instagram. Hello, Madam President. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining in. That's okay. Not a problem. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. We're happy to have you here. Okay. Just a second, please. Please confirm something. Okay, hello everyone. Sorry, we're just trying to make sure that everyone on whatever platform they are joining in, everybody can hear us and everybody can partake of the discussions. So just checking in with our people behind the scenes. Okay. So welcome to today's info session. If you are just joining us, or if you're just learning about our info session, this is a monthly information session that we have, and it's an initiative by the current president of Idan, who is with us, today. And the whole idea is to just make sure that we are ensuring that, everyone knows the benefits of Idan, and we are all in sync with how Idan can help us propel our careers, can help us, connect with each other, and we can fully enjoy all the benefits that Idan has to offer. And so this is not just for Idan members, it's for everybody. So in case you are thinking about joining Idan, we the hope is that after, any information session, you are absolutely convinced that this is the professional organization that you should be joining in. And so, welcome everybody. My name is Linda Adeyemi. I'm a member of the membership committee of Idan, and I will be your host for today. Later on, you will meet another member of our membership committee, actually the head of the membership committee. She'll also be taking a few items in this event. And so, getting right onto it, we have our president, first and foremost, Dr. Mrs. Jennifer Chukujekwe. We have to put the respect on it. Doctor, thank you very much. Dr. Mrs. Jennifer Chukujekwe, who is with us. I don't know if you are also on Zoom so that some people don't miss out. Or are you just on Instagram? Okay. Hello, President. Yeah, I was asking that, are you also on Zoom or just on Instagram? So that, because people are on Zoom as well. On Instagram, okay. So can you hear her? Please say hello. You can hear the president. Just raise your hand. Please just mute if you're just joining us. Okay, so we have our president here with us, and she's a case setter in the industry. She has many stars on her sleeve, as it were. And, to be honest, when the opportunity came for us to invite her for this session, I was actually quite excited because on a second thought, I feel like she'll be in the best position to discuss our topic today. And our topic is really about, building meaningful connections, how to network authentically. And so if you are a part of Idan, you're not a part of Idan, and you want to figure out how do I leverage relationships? How do I build connections that will help me in my career, that will help me as a person? Because some of us are introverts, we're just in our own corner of the world, and we don't really know how to relate and connect. To be honest, this is the session for you. And so just very quickly before we go into the panel session, we're going to have an opportunity for our speakers to just really talk about, their own perspectives of today's events. And so first of all, we'll have our president, and then also we have our vice president, Mrs. Frida Anegbe. Hope I got that correctly. Please forgive me in advance. Thank you very much. Is she here with us? Hello, Frida, are you here with us? I know that she was here earlier.
I'm here. Sorry, I didn't know I was on mute. Sorry. I'm here. Hello, everyone. Good evening, everyone.
Okay, she's here with us on Zoom. So I don't know how this is. How we're gonna...
Let me go to Instagram Live.
Are you also on Instagram, Frida?
No, I'm not on Instagram Live. I could do both, I guess. I'm not too sure.
Just make a request on Instagram now, and I'll add you to the Instagram Live so that people on Instagram Live can also
I've joined. Okay, request to join. Okay, I've sent the first.
All right, I've accepted you. All right. Hello, Frida. Yeah, so Frida is here with us on both Instagram. And
hello, everyone. Hello, Madam.
So exciting from our vice president. I think that is a very, very rare opportunity. We must ask all the questions in our head. We'll make sure we get everything. Please. All right. So very quickly, our president is going to just speak to us on, on how on what she understands by networking, and just shed more light on how can your connections propel your career. Just a very short expose, as you were, on how that can work. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So what I was saying is, how can your connections propel your career? That's what I want to just share very quickly on that. How can your connections propel your career? particularly as an interior designer, because that's what we are doing now. Thank you.
Well, I think they want to join in there. So the cool thing to truth is you cannot say I'm an introvert and I'm an interior designer. It's not even going to happen. And so when I tell people I'm an introvert,
I love it.
I really am an introvert. However, when it comes to hitting your business or being out there, you just have to be out there because the truth is people will only buy into you when they like and trust you. So if they don't even know who they're talking to or who they're telling you, not to buy probably like to all time. When you actually want to who you are as a person, you can really something about the team one the thing so you can't be an introvert, you have to definitely be out there and I know what it you know. You need to be every time on the floor, video or whatever. You can always share content, you can always post, you can post on different platforms, it can be LinkedIn or whatever. LinkedIn, you don't even have to show your face and things like that. So you cannot say you will not market your business because you're an introvert. The thing about Instagram or social media is that you can actually be behind the scene. I don't have to pick your head, right? You don't want to do it. So, or any design, I think you need to market their business. You just need to be out there. And recently, some people
Called what? Faceless marketing.
faceless marketing.
Okay, faceless marketing.
So you pay for people not really sure they're anything. However, people connect them because of what they do and the things that they share, the knowledge and things like that. So, for going to also once in a while, some designers will not really show their faces. So it doesn't mean that you have to put your out there. So you have to be like, you know, put your camera so for me, the logo and the brand.
Yeah, please, we don't believe you. We don't believe you. Our president says that she's an introvert. Please, who follows her on Instagram? She cannot be an introvert. It's not possible. That's amazing. And so I guess I just want to know, even if it's, this, okay, for example, now what's your angle? Let's even just hear from you. What's your own angle? Is your own angle the faceless, although I don't think it is. But for the benefit of everyone that's joining us, okay, what is your angle in terms of how you build connections as a design professional?
Is that me now, or you're still talking to the president?
No, that's for the president. Yeah, for the president. Yes. I said that what you shared about, faceless marketing and how, there are different ways that you can really harness whether social media or otherwise. And I'm saying that, what is your own angle? What's the approach that you take for building connections? Yeah. Yeah.
So that you know that I'm not as serious as you think I am. I show myself in church, let you know I'm a spiritual person. So basically for me, it's showing who I am in a nutshell, as in my professional life, my spiritual life, and my family life. However, that's for me. But if you don't want to do that, which is so basically for me, it's showing who I am in a nutshell, as in my professional life, my spiritual life, and my family life. However, that's for me. But if you don't want to do that, which is also fine, if you just want to focus on just your business, we don't have to have anything to do with party or anything, also perfectly fine. So whatever works for you, but for me, I show my face all through. I think that has helped me. Although I also see that also what happens for me sometimes is see the different person on Instagram that they make me in real life. I don't know why. So, but when you meet me in real life, I'm even more approachable. So, you say on Instagram, I'm 60 years, but I really am not kind of person. So, yeah.
The sound
It's
interference.
perfect.
Sorry. Aidan, please, can you help with that
Can you
sound?
hear me? Is it echoing?
I can hear you. So the sound interference.
Yeah.
There's an echo.
That's an Aidan. Aidan, can you please help with that? Sorry, so that we can maximize our time here. We actually have a lot to cover. Oh, sorry, some people are not here. I can't hear them. Sorry, Tessa. Who is Tessa? Can you please mute yourself? Sorry. Okay. Is it better now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
better now, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. So thank you very much. Like she mentioned, she's a very in your face kind of person. And something that she said that really jumped out at me was about how people need to know who they are buying from. People need to know who they're interacting with. And to be honest, interior design is almost, especially if you do residential, even commercial interiors, people need to know who they are committing their money to. People need to know who they are allowing into their personal spaces. And so I actually have to agree, with her that that's important. I remember when I first of all started, my personal page, for instance, was on private. I didn't want anybody to connect me with my business. But now I've opened it up, no more padlock on my page. Praise the Lord. Okay, so thank you so much for that. I still have a couple of questions, but I want to jump to our one and only Frida. I think I'm back. Sorry. Okay. So I want to go very quickly to our vice president. And what I just want to, what I want you to share on is about expanding your network, expanding your reach globally. I know that sometimes when we're trying to reach our vice president, she'll be like, I'm in London today. I'm in Italy tomorrow. I'm in this. She's always, I remember I went for, I think, attended one Idan event, and it was in Lagos. And she told me that she just flew in for that event that morning. So I'm sorry for putting you out there, but we all know you're a globetrotter. Please share your secret with us. Share your secret with us. So please, what does networking beyond borders mean to you? Okay, how can we expand our reach globally as design professionals? Thank you.
All right, thank you. At least I have a mentor for globetrotting right beside me here. Madam President is not mentoring me, and I'm being co-mentored by Monica. So I'm learning when it comes to this person. I think I'm echoing. Oh my God. All right. Can you guys hear me? Can everyone hear me?
I can hear you. Is it
Okay,
still
it's
echoing?
echoing. Yeah, I can hear myself. Oh, no problem. Let me just go on. So basically, it's networking beyond borders or global reach, basically. It starts with a mindset. I will use myself as an example. Personally, I've always, because I'm a child of work, and there's a mandate for believers like us, and the mandate is to go into the world, like impact nations and all that. And so, from a professional point of view, I'm hearing myself and it's
Wow. I don't know
yeah,
why.
but from a professional point of view, um, one of the one of the important reasons why you have to go beyond your current location, go global, is because you need different perspectives. You need different knowledge. You cannot just sit in one place, in one city, in one country, and expect. Because guess what? We're creatives. How do you want to create without inspiration? And one of the reasons why I haven't traveled most of the time is always just get inspired, by networking or networking with other professionals in other parts of the world. I try to attend conferences and exhibitions because you need to get inspired. There's a saying that says if you don't get inspired, you expire. So
That's a
your
that,
present
that's
is
that's a word. If you don't inspire, you
okay.
next.
No, they can't hear me. They said they can't hear me. People say
Oh,
they can't hear me. But there's no sound. Is that from you guys?
uh, sorry.
We
Can
can
you?
hear you.
They can hear you on Zoom. I think it's on Instagram that we're having that issue. Can you hear me
And you
through
can, yes, I
Instagram?
can hear you. Oh my God. No sound. We can't hear her. Looks like the sound has gone. Okay. Okay, perfect then. All right. As I was, I said earlier, that it starts with a mindset. And I'll use myself as an instance. I have a global mindset because I believe that as a child of God, I've been sent to the nations, not just to a particular country. And so, as a professional, I feel like it's very important to, especially in the creative industry, I feel like it's very important to get the inspiration from different parts of the world. The world is a village, and we need to step out of our comfort zone, our current environment, and then go and see how it's being done. Get that knowledge. We need different perspectives. We need different knowledge, different ideas. We need to always evolve, develop ourselves, and that's one of those are the things that are very important or crucial when it comes to networking. You're not just traveling, so I want to go and meet one Italian man or one. You have to be strategic in your networking. You understand? So I don't just travel because, oh, I want to be in London, I want to be in Italy, or what. It's really strategic, and yeah, that's it.
Linda, unmute.
Can you hear me? So what I got from that was be strategic and can you hear me, please? Just to
Yeah,
confirm.
I can hear you.
So be and then also find inspiration. So just to zero in on that, a bit
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
What does that mean for building my career as a professional? What does that mean for expanding my frontiers? What does that mean? For example, now if I say, okay, I've heard what Frida has said, I've heard what Ms. Jennifer has said. I want to expand my frontiers. So is it just a matter of just what's the step by step as you were? Like, is there a blueprint that you can share that will be actionable?
So basically, I will still go back to the fact that it starts with a mindset. It starts with a mindset, followed up by a vision. Where are you going in terms of career? Do you just want to be an interior designer as far like focus on the business aspect of it? You just want to sell furniture? Because a lot of people don't have a vision. People just want to make ends meet and all that. So you have to know what you want to achieve. There's a career side for it and the business side of interior design. A lot of people are not interested in the career side, in the career aspects of interior design. Can everyone hear me? I think so. Okay. So a lot of people are not interested in the career aspect of it, and that's where intentionally developing yourself comes in. Do you understand? And that's where you have to now network, because there are different when it comes to networking, there are three levels. There's the upline, midline, and downline. Yeah, basically. So you want to expand or increase your frontiers. It's not just about having contacts. They're going to Canton Fair in China, going to the one in Index in South Africa, or going to Salone in Milan. Like you don't just It's not just about going to all the exhibitions or all the conferences that you're being invited to. That's not what networking is all about. I always go back again and say that you have to be strategic. Even when you want to expand your career and you want to grow career-wise, do you want to focus on career? Because I always tell people, for me, I want to focus on career when it comes to interior design. I am more career driven. And so it helps me in strategically choosing the places I'm going to, the people I'm networking with. You understand? So that it's very, very, very key. So, but I don't know if you guys can hear me.
I can hear you, and I hope that everyone heard. But I can just, give a summary of what you said. One thing that stood out for me is about how it's a mindset, and sometimes we're just limited in our thinking, and that's where it
Yeah.
really starts from. Some people are just paralyzed, with fear of what am I going to do? How will I go about it? Well, why don't you just start first of all? You're likely to, if you really have that goal, you're likely to figure it out along the way, to be honest. But if you're just
Sorry,
there,
I was going to say, I want to say this. You also need a mentor, or you need to always talk to someone who has gone ahead of you. Sometimes you might not have access to the person, but just do research. Like what? Let me say this. When I started about 10 years ago, I used to Google and do like proper research on the top designers in the world, and I would just be reading about I'm just reading about what biography, basically following them online and seeing what they're doing. How are they doing it? Do you understand? And that's what I was saying at the beginning about vision. Map out your vision. Okay, this is what I want to. I don't just want to be like an interior designer in Nigeria. I want to be global. So you are also doing research. People that have gone global, what are they doing? What are the steps they are taking? Do you understand? What kind of courses or events do they attend? So you have to either get a mentor or you're following someone online who has gone ahead, like when it comes to career, or you're following the ones that are doing business. So there are two things: career or business. So, but you need guidance, because if not, you'll be everywhere. You'll jump on any flights to anywhere that they are doing something that has to do with design. Yeah,
thank you
I
so
just
much.
want to.
So she has talked about, getting guidance, having a mentor, and just following a roadmap. It goes without saying that, jumping on flights is it's not the cheapest of things. So you want to plan anyway before you start going all around. That's so important.
Yeah.
Just really come to Miss Jennifer very quickly. Just jumping off from what our vice president has just shared. Can you just share with us some of these? Obviously we know that yes, it's not just a matter of just attending this event, but can we even know? Can we even know the events that we should, target for building connections, for expanding our reach, maybe or our forums that designers should kind of, even if not to attend immediately, maybe just to follow the events, surrounding those events. Are there such events or such forums that interior designers should look out for? That's to you.
No, but Lina heard me talk. Lina heard me talk. Oh my God.
We can't hear her on Zoom.
Can you hear me now? Okay, I'm saying that based on what Frida just shared, what are some of these international events or international forums, just beyond Nigeria, okay, just internationally that you can recommend for us yes, to attend or visit?
We can't hear her at all.
once you want to get clients, right? The question now is you begin to ask yourself, where will I find my potential client? So take, for example, if my potential client is a real estate developer, so if you've been following me recently, or if you follow me, you will see me in spaces like that. So if you're looking for clients, people that you can work with, then you need to constantly begin to go for events that estate, architecture, engineering and stuff like that. So just be very, very intentional. And when you go for such events, make sure that you are very visible. So what do I mean by visible? Start conversations that would make people very curious, because in that kind of space, most times, if you're in a space with real estate developers, majority of them are real estate developers. So you need to stand out, right? You need to actually start a conversation that, so for me, most times what happens is, if I'm in the midst of real estate developers, I will just sit down and just complain and say, I don't even know what's wrong with these people said. They just want to take all the jobs, only them, architects, and somebody will just turn and say, Father, what happened? I came to fight here. Do you understand? So in that process, they're like, okay, please, what are you? And I'm like, I'm an interior designer. Why do you guys want to do this, that, and that? Okay. So you can make yourself very visible that way. Or I go for events like that and they have Q&A session. I was kind of an ask, I want to find out why the architects feel I'll just say something and they'll be like, please, who is this person? Right? So at the end of the day, it spikes conversations, you get noticed, you get to network with people. So you need to be very intentional. I tell people, if you go for an event and you just take selfies and you go, you shouldn't have bothered at home. You just sit at home and you're better off staying at home and sleeping and having a good time. Or if you go for an event and you say, I took selfies, I took a picture with the president of so and you can't even say you have their number, you can't even say you had a conversation with the person, then it was a total waste of time. So for me, networking is very, very intentional. You have to be very intentional. And don't just network with only interior designers. Network with people in the building. Now, not only that, you should also network with people that need your service. It can be as simple as church. Okay, so you'll be surprised that even in church, a lot of people need your service. So people would ask, so how do I get people to know that I'm an interior designer in church? Become part of the women's group fellowship, become part of something, right? Once you start with the hallelujah, praise the Lord, it's time for introductions. So what do you do? I'm Jennifer, an interior designer. You can see that in the process, you already made people aware of what you do, right? Same thing with for those that have kids, or you go to school to pick up your kids. So parents are busy, or moms are busy picking up in the morning, you're wearing to in the afternoon, you're wearing father. Meanwhile, nobody knows what you do. Like, seriously, like, I don't understand why I'm doing school runs and you don't know what I do. Like, seriously. Literally, my kids, everybody in their class, they know what I do, right? Down to the head of the school, they know what I do. They know what I do. So you need to be very intentional. It can be as simple as there's a Mother's Day event happening in school, and you want to come and say, okay, I want to come and talk to the mothers and how to design your home on the budget. It's a free seminar, right? It's a free talk. The school would allow you to do it, right? You come there, introduce yourself. I'm Brian's mom, and this is Jennifer. I'm an interior designer, and I'm here to teach you how to design your house on the budget. So at the end of the day, it's guaranteed, guys. When you're done, they want to ask you for your number. They want to know what you do, and that's it. So please, for me, networking is very intentional. I don't just go for parties.
Wow, that was a whole masterclass.
I hope everyone heard it.
That was a whole masterclass. Oh my God. So good, so good. Please, if you're on the Zoom and you don't hear, apologies, but I've tried to give summaries on the chat box, and I just love how practical it was. Honestly, when you mentioned about parents, because me, I don't need to go and just mind my business self. I don't use to even branch and look at anybody. So please, I've learned one lesson now. True, because really, these are the people that you want to patronize you.
Can you hear me?
Frida, I can't hear you.
Oh my God, what's going on?
Are you muted?
No, I'm not muted. I'm not muted. You can't hear me at all. Let me leave and come
We
back.
can hear you on Zoom, but we can't hear you on Instagram.
But okay, okay, maybe I need to leave Zoom. Maybe I need to leave Zoom. Maybe Zoom is disturbing me.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Can you try now? Can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. But the thing about the people on Zoom will not be able to hear you. Oh. Yeah, don't worry, just go ahead. Just go ahead. Please, for the people on Zoom, apologies. Okay, we will share. Sorry, just a second. We will share a replay so that you can catch up. Please go ahead, Frida. Please go ahead. Go ahead. Yes. Yes, please.
I've always had a good mindset. As a child of God, I as Christians, I was supposed to to the world, we're supposed to go back.
Yeah.
We all work together. So it's very important. When it comes to networking, do you understand? So even and every conference or every session that has ends with intimate sex or between 22 and 6 weeks. So, also,
Yeah. 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 Very
events that are basically you don't just attend all the events, but it's attend.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah.
Because this is the presence of something that you have to, do you understand? You have to be strategic.
Thank you so much.
About it. You have to be intentional.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Honestly, I have some questions here, and I feel like you guys have probably answered some of them already. But there's just one or two that I just want to ask. And that's particularly because the whole idea of the Idan info session. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Madam President? Mr. Jennifer, can you hear me? Okay. So I just want us to, be very practical because as a member of the membership committee, it's very important to me that members get the benefits of joining IDAN. Thank you very much. So I want to ask, okay, since joining IDAN, can you share one or two connections that you have built, that has helped you so far in your career, so that we can even see this idea and say, why should I join? So I will ask the president first, and then afterwards, Frida, you can go. Please just share with us, because we want to be very practical about these things. Thank you.
One of the old that I spent myself to find. I told her I was living my time. I didn't really know how to literally gave me this furniture.
Wow.
Project. This thing is actually put my name, Mrs. Soya Shonia.
Oh. Wow. Hey. Bust my brain, oh.
She gave me furniture. I think then it was close to 10 years, so that was like 7 or 8 years ago. And she allowed me to go. All I had to tell her was I was a member of IDAN. She didn't even know I stayed. She didn't even know anything. But I think what for me also, so for me, so
I love it. I love it.
Also, best friends now that I met as why do I so I decided that friends I have now are very close to me. So I also write about inside the understand. But I also provide evidence to understand. Now I other friends who are not in the industry, I am not people. So for me, even becoming a member of IDAN, I've built friendships, I've built partnerships, I've built relationships. For me, it would go a long way. So even if I have not even, let's assume that that's the only thing that IDAN has done for me. So we're more visible now.
Wow.
More approachable. And it's the Lord in IDAN is approaching, not talks. When the people want to become members of IDAN now. So there's lots of benefits. So when you ask, why should I join IDAN? Even if it's just to do the adventure.
Yeah.
And the truth is, when I be exposed to it, they were able to do that. What I mentioned, I was going to keep to Google keep to like that. So what's the path for association? For those who may understand that I'm a strong believer of community. Community is very important. The community is very important to me. Because we can really strive to identify ourselves in the power. So we're not together, we're not together, but if we don't come together and find things, they find to create each other. That's why I don't because once they know we're strong, we're one body, we're charging consultation, we're all charging consultation, we're looking ourselves, not that we're condemning each other, or we're fighting each other. Fundings will not just teach them, they will come, judging parts of it, and they will go and have together.
That's so good. That's so good. Thank you so much. That's just amazing. So you guys, like there are benefits to join Idan. There are, trust me. You know, just even can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Uh, it must be network. Oh, please don't break. Can you hear me now? I don't know what to do. Okay, perfect. All right. So, I mean, that's just amazing. I love that real life story. So, Frida, do you have any such example to share with us just to ginger some people that are still sitting on the fence? Yeah. Okay.
And I wanted to IG because I wanted to build my design industry.
Yes, I can hear you.
Was
Area in the design industry. And I remember the first, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. The first person I encountered was the founder of Idan, Miss Titi Ogufere. And so she was the one who literally mentored and literally helped me, when it comes in my design journey. And she literally tutored me. I used the word tutored, yeah. And so that was very, very that played a role in my journey and as a designer, basically. And then secondly, even as an IDAN member, I'm going to say this that as an IDAN member, aside the fact that we get trade discounts from other IDAN professionals, I've also used IDAN to, how do I explain? I don't know how to explain it. It's not just within Nigeria. It's not just even within IDAN, like in Nigeria. I have used the platform of IDAN to access several events abroad. The first time when I went for, I think I was in New York, and I was going to, and the New York School of Interior Design was close to where I was. And I saw online that they had a meeting, the American Interior Designers Association of America, New York chapter. They were having
Wow.
I went there and I told them I was
So good.
I'm not just kidding. This was like 6, 7 years ago.
Amazing.
I told them I was a member of
I love that example.
That
Like
was how
Idan is not just local champion.
I go jokes. Yeah. So I'm sure them I'm saying that was how I had access to New School of Interior Design. Remember, because I want to go like someone coming for CPD in Ida now, you can't just allow any Nigeria might allow anybody coming, but abroad in America, this was the whole government, like we're having like
That's fantastic.
for the association there, and I was the only non-American member, non-member of that association, and I use Ida. That's just to be honest. I have attended Saloni where they give me and everything, like Saloni exhibition in Milan, because I introduced myself as an IDAN member. So it is, I always tell people, joining IDAN is not just, nobody's trying to, it's important. As a matter of fact, you can't call yourself a professional abroad without being a member of the professional body. It's not possible. They will arrest you. So one of the benefits, my major, because I always get people, I remember when I was a PRO for Abuja chapter, and people always ask me one particular, I think that question still trends today. What's the benefit of joining IDA? That's the benefit. It's already beneficial to you that you're getting a benefit. But it's just because we don't do research. Nigerians rarely do research. If you do research and see the opportunities that are available to you as a member of a professional body, you will literally be like beg IDAM. You beg us, beg their institution, to join. So that's what I was saying. It's not just the network of the opportunity of being an IDAM member. It's not just limited to Nigeria. It's global. Because they will take you seriously when you say you become a professional body. Now they don't the association in has a few members. No, but you're a registered member. That is all that matters. You understand? And so it also helps. And I remember the instances where some of our members have found themselves in some mess, when it comes to like business mess with clients, and Idan has fought. Do you understand? Has fought for them, So, and then like I really see, you notice I'm not focused on trade discounts, but a lot of people always focus on trade discounts. My own focus is not even trade discount, it's beyond the trade discount. It is beyond even dropping, because I do that a lot on the platform. Me dropping messages to say, where can I get this console table, this chair? It is beyond even finding what where to buy what. You understand? Also, that's also important. So that has also helped me a lot. Sometimes I'm not in Lagos, I need to do projects in Lagos, or I'm even in Abuja, I need to do some, and the sourcing in Nigeria normally is very hard. But I just send in my request on Idan platform, on WhatsApp Idan platform, and people just send in, reply, and it helps me, makes it easy for me. So it just makes life easy, makes you more professional, makes you more professional. You can't say you are, and people forget your design is a profession. It's like you being a doctor, it's like, oh,
yeah. Thank you so much.
So yeah, that's Dubai. I'm very
okay. Thank you so much for that. I love one thing that jumped out at me was when you said you cannot qualify a professional and not be part of a professional body. That is so important because you have to join, you have to be part of a professional association. That's so important. And so if you are still on the fence about joining Idan, if it's only the example that the president shared about having access to 10 million naira worth of furniture just by saying I'm an Idan member, that's enough, to be honest, to join Idan. And we can't start talking about the benefits that we have, in terms of that network. Can you hear me? Yes, that network of people to just, run to, draw experience and knowledge from. That is super important. And to be honest, I know we're talking about going global, but it starts from even your little circle here in Nigeria. If you're not making connections here in Nigeria, how are you going to? I mean, look at how she said she walked into a closed door meeting of Association of Interior Designers in New York, no, New York. And they said she's an Idan member. And they allow her, even we are our own CPD. We don't allow anybody to enter like that. Thank you very much. Not everybody can enter. So just by saying she's an Idan member, that's fine, but they allowed you. That's a win. That's a win for me. That's a win for me. I love it. Please, I have one more question because I think it's super important for some of us, or maybe two questions, but let's just start with the first one. I want to ask the president, okay, what are some networking mistakes that some people make that you think that we should avoid? Because we cannot say just start, just try. What are some things that we should not even try at all when it comes to this networking? Are there some things that you feel like we should know about so that we don't fall into those mistakes and errors? Over to you, Madam President.
Hello.
So, now what you have your bringing to them, not excuse me, have you followed your father?
Thank you. Yeah. Hi, Mubarak.
myself to learn from people. That's one thing that I know. I will serve you. You don't believe that same person. Right? I will serve you, but you will. They are the ones that will ask you. Sometimes people don't want to, they approach saying that somebody wants to get something.
Yeah.
And they're just all around, or they try to learn something, that's whatever. One day I'll just tell you, people are on their progress, but people are
Yeah. Yeah. Do I know you? Excuse me? Do I know you? I love it. Thank you so much. So just to recap so that in case people missed out on the point is that what you don't want to do, you just don't want to go and be fangirling or fanboying the person that you like. Then you say, oh, I've been following you, this and that. You want to share your value, introduce yourself, okay? Share your value. What do you do? And think about how you can also be of benefit to the person and not just taking. Thank you so much. I think I'll just ask my last question to Frida. So I want to ask you, beyond just making connections, can you hear me? Beyond just making connections, like now, if you go for an event, beyond just saying, oh, hello, my name is Linda DME, this is what I do, how do we sustain that relationship afterwards? If I collected somebody's number, for instance, how does it work after the event? I probably use all the boldness that I have to go and ask you for your number. Please, afterwards, how do I continue? Just share your experience with us in that area. Yes, managing relationships.
Yes, for me, I would say the major answer is that it takes the wisdom of God. To be honest, it takes the wisdom of God to sustain any meaningful relationship. And so even this network we've been talking about, I just realized that we identified or talked about who people are supposed to network with, like are they networking with
manage a relationship. But the leader out of my tell me. Value driven.
I'm having difficulty hearing you, Frida. Can you hear me?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now, actually.
Do you understand? Having
Yeah.
friends
Thank you so much. Okay.
relationship with clients is that I bring my clients. So yes, for my clients, you're praying for them to
Sorry, Frida. It's actually breaking. Hello, Frida, can you hear me? Okay, it's breaking a little bit. Okay, so just to be sure whether I got you, I know that you talked about applying wisdom, being value driven, and having integrity. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes, and also genuinely caring for your clients. And in your instance, you mentioned praying for your clients. Did I get that correctly? I can hear you. Yes. So okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, I don't know. I'm just curious because that's the whole idea of a panel session. I would like to hear your own view on that question, Madam President. What's your own view on that question? What are some ways that you can sustain relationships? Can you hear me? Yes. How can you sustain relationship beyond that first meeting? I just want to hear your own point of view. I can hear you, yes. Yeah.
What I get into my car, I will start saving all those numbers because can't get this right. So I'll save all those numbers and immediately I will send the message saying, nice meeting you or whatever, that conversation or whatever, and I'll keep in touch. Now when I do that, I also make sure that I also send a picture of myself to me. Few months after I've now said, can you let me? I went to you and so like seriously, how do I want to go back? So you believe that if it's in your WhatsApp, it's just a picture.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
When you tell them about maybe I'm open to be not really anytime, I can touch them, more like you're paying for someone that can only afford it. It's not like she needs you. Do you understand? And you build relationships. Then you go to their social media pages. If they say anything, it makes sense, it doesn't make sense. Compared to sometimes I don't even need something. Then you're in there. I say that if you like it, I can sit down. I felt like everything you post, that you can still get very anything. What is doing it? I'm watching you are here. Do you understand? Even if that you can, oh, mama, you're so beautiful today. She did girl said, you understand? So you need to be instructed. And actually, for those I really want connection. Usually, they are not going to look for you. You are the one that needs that connection. So you need to make sure that about it. When you let things come up, there's nothing stopping you from sending the kid as simple as the thing that day, but I can't get the relationship that you want to have. Or taking a different time. They don't exist. So they have to be able to, for you to be able to know that which I've said. And the reason why I think is so, there's some people that put this person, not in there's point.
Interesting. I trust you. I trust you. I'm not even surprised by your answer, to be honest. And I'm just glad that, I got that out of you. Thank you so much, honestly. So thank you so much for that. We said 1 hour, so we're trying to keep the time as much as possible. I don't know if you have any last words you want to share with everybody before we just wrap up. Any just like 2 minutes, 2 minutes, last minute words that you want to share. Maybe you want to talk to people that are introverts, how they can come out of their shell. Maybe you want to talk about the extroverts, how they can, I don't know, whatever it might be, just based on our discussion all through today. What are your last minute points that you want to share with us today? Let's start with Frida. Just in 2 minutes, please. Thank you. Did you hear me, Frida? Yeah. I can hear you too. I can hear you.
Okay, so we want to say that it's dangerous to isolate yourself as design as in one in the industry. You cannot afford to isolate yourself. You need to join a community of those that are in the same profession as you. You also need to network, get to know information or knowledge, from people that are, without one stakeholder in the industry. So stakeholder in the design industry, in the build industry, and even in other industries, because we don't want to be because every knowledge is very important. So I want to say that we need to stop isolating ourselves. Also in very shy hotel, true. So honestly, yeah. So serve. Not everybody now wants to do their own thing, wants to set up their own, frustrated. So that's why you must isolate yourself. Serving people will help you to meet yourself in the industry. You understand? So you meet them. And like I said at the beginning, map out the vision. So map out the vision. What you want to achieve as a designer. That will help guide your networking. You understand? That will guide your networking so that you're not just going to meet people and just stopping everybody and express. If you have a lot of contacts on your group and all, and you go to meet them and then you have to be, everyone might just go in, all the people, you understand, might just go, you understand, oh, okay, that's and literally say, okay, this is value you brought in, this is what you do and all that. So have a vision and that's let's let them make your name. It's very important. It's not as a professional place. We need everyone. We want to meet all together. Yeah, this industry is very, very, very delicate, very important when it comes because the country we live in right now. I always tell people that Nigeria is a product for other people in Nigeria. We're a product of mindsets. And what of the mindset basically is what people are getting their mind with, what people mind is what you see and what you hear. And so that's where interior design is playing a major role. So we are literally like the engine. We are the actually much. We want the internally important skill. And we are most responsible for the environment. Now we're very responsible in our country.
Yeah.
In terms of protecting for Nigerians and all that. So we need to stop isolating ourselves. So that we can develop ourselves and we can not just
Yeah, be involved. Yeah, be involved. Yes, be involved so that you can evolve. That's, yeah, so be involved so that you can evolve. I love it. Okay, Madam President, your final words for us, please.
So for those who want to get my education, to become the mentor Idan.
Yes.
You are coming to me for anything. The first question I ask you, I never buy that. You're not ready yet, right? So if you want to get an education, become a member of Idan. But like seriously, guys, apart from just lots of benefits, okay? Like you said, education is pretty, you get to meet people, it takes you places that you not even believe that you would get into. Like Frida said, you can have a professional, if you're not part of a professional team, community is very important. I always tell people, if you know your family, you have people in lifetime. So it's not beyond lifetime, it's beyond the energy that become a member of Idan, people, just do you what I'm supposed to know that the family here, you're only one together. So and just you can't be outside there and say, what do they have for?
Yeah.
What the plan for us? Like us is like so the only thing you have is to now know what you want and see how you can contribute and what I was asking, what can you do for us?
Yeah.
Ask us what we can do for the question is, what can I do for Idan, what can I do for the industry? Because at the end of the day, the industry is all of us.
Yes, so all of us. Yeah.
We know what we're doing. We have other things where we train each other. We have the proper licensing and we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We start this industry, we start out as a fashion or hobby and things like that. But we need to understand that interior design is a profession. It needs to be so. If you don't take it seriously, then nobody's going to take it seriously. So
Yeah.
That's not what you're going to he doesn't get today. So you need to people who get like that. Then you can have a person. Because all saying, president, they try to reach you. I remember like that. If you never like that, you never reach me. So like seriously guys, we realize everyone afford Idan. Yeah, so asking, imagine how we can buy that. So maybe I will share that with everyone.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, even I have also learned, a number of things as well. So I'm just really glad for this opportunity. I think that particularly I just want to reiterate some of the things that you mentioned, both of you mentioned earlier, so that in case you're just joining us, you can remember. I remember our president talked about how don't just, go for industry events. You also want to, network with other persons. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. You want to network with other persons that are not even in the industry. So think about architects. Go for architecture forums. Go for real estate forums. Go for construction industry events as well. Those are the places that they really need you. Of course, you also want to build, your brand. Can you hear me? Oh dear. Okay. I don't know. Let me shake my laptop so that it will work. Okay, I'm going to just try and talk. So these are some of the things that I think that she said that, you can, key into. She also mentioned even in your churches, your other like non-professional environments also in your church, your children's school also. Try and reach out to people, try and reach out to parents. And, you might get your next client from there. Also, Frida talked about mindsets. Have a mindset, have a vision, be strategic in your networking. And also, don't just be a taker. Be a giver also. Give value, give value. And finally, this one is very important. Don't keep complimentary cards. Don't be piling them up. There is no award for keeping complimentary cards, so don't keep them. Put them on your phone, save the number, send them a text message, a WhatsApp, and say, hello, I met you so and so place. What I love that the president said was that she will take a picture of herself and send it to them. Please remember my face. I think that is so good. That's so important. So I really hope that you guys have gotten something from today. Just to mention, these info sessions are going to happen every month. So it might be me, it might not be me, it might be somebody else. We're going to have more speakers, more people who are going to share their ideas on different areas of design, not just even interior design, but the profession of interior design. That's super important. So if you're even remotely interested in interior design, please join us at our next info session. If you want to be a member of Idan, just send a DM right now to idan.ng. Somebody will respond to you. Just indicate your interest. We'll share with you what it will take. It's as simple as that. Send a DM right now. If you are on Zoom, please just reach out to Idan is here on Zoom. Idan, can you just say hi on Zoom so that they can know you? On Zoom, please, Idan. Eniola, Ife, Solomon, are you here? Just say hello so they can know who to reach out to. On Zoom, yes, yeah, that's our Idan people. They are there. Please just reach out to them, okay? And yeah, we are available for you. There are so many opportunities in Idan. We have our CPDs, that's our continuous professional development. We have our CEO roundtables. We have our trade events. We have our exhibitions. So many opportunities for you to plug in and stay connected. Thank you so much, everybody. For everyone who couldn't hear us for one reason or the other, we are so sorry. We will share this live on Instagram so that you can come back to it and glean these very important lessons. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Madam President. Yeah. Yes.
Ensure that
yeah, so sorry about that. I'm going to also drop, so sorry about that. Please come again. That's the dues. That's dues, not the form. Yes. Yes. Yeah. It's chicken change, please. It's chicken change. It's chicken change. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Please, we're expecting your DM. Send the DM. Oh. Don't just keep this in your. Don't be like those people that used to keep complimentary cards. Take action. Take action. Send a DM now. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless you. We would have had a Q&A, but time is far against us. Don't want to take much of your time. Okay, we are always available to answer any of your questions. Thank you so much. All righty. Bye. Bye. Wow, thank you all so much on Zoom. Zoom people, I'm so sorry, honestly. Honestly, I'm so sorry. Please bear with us. We will share, okay? So please reach out to the Idan. I'm going to drop a phone number right now, and you can reach out to that phone number to find out more about how to join Idan. So I'll just leave it here for like 2 minutes before we close this meeting over here. Thank you all so much for joining. All right, have a wonderful week ahead. Bye. All right, Idan, over to you.